Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear myself.
Wow. Haven't heard you in a while. It's been over a month.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, maybe we should do we don't have enough time to do 2, do we?
No, but I meant maybe we can try to knock one out Thursday.
And I was about to say, are you about to say tomorrow? Because tomorrow's Wednesday and you have class on Wednesday.
Yep, and Addie has the other stuff, that basketball.
I know, and I have to go. Just leave me at home, please. Okay, are you ready?
You ready?
Yes.
You ready? About to push it.
Okay, press the button already.
Hey, we got a tale to tell where two hearts collide. In this Emmy spell, father and daughter sharing dreams in the world of Venga. Nothing's as it seems. We've had a half in this journey, side by side, laughs and adventures we won't hide. Join the ride in this anime tonight. We found a half shiny ride.
Welcome to Weeb and a Half, the podcast where a dad and daughter bond over anime, argue about everything from plot twists to favorite characters, and prove that watching anime together is actually the best kind of family time. And sometimes we do a podcast.
Yeah, we've totally been here all last month.
Yeah, we missed our super exciting Valentine's episode where we did nothing. We were going to talk about nothing but Love Hina.
We watched that?
You don't remember?
Love Hina.
Yeah, for our special
What is
Valentine's
that?
Day
I've heard
episode. We did a lot. We were going to get out and everyone was going to love it, and then something happened. It got lost and we weren't able to
I
put it up.
don't know what you're talking about.
Because I'm lying, because we didn't do anything.
I know.
Been out
See,
for a month.
that's what I'm saying. We did not. I don't even know what Love Hina is. And yeah. And anyways,
Okay,
if
we were going to watch Ramna 1/2.
That's not. No. I feel like if anything, we should watch Kaguya-sama Love is War. Or I don't know, maybe Sign of Affection or A Silent Voice, because I think A Silent Voice is like only 12 episodes. So, plus Sign of Affection's really pretty.
Watched anything new lately?
Oh, well, I don't know, just all of the new JJK and, the English Gnosia. And it's not pronounced Gnosia. We spent this whole time watching Japanese being like, yeah, it's Gnosia.
Well,
and
because it's a GN and that's a N.
I know, and then the first time they said it was Shigemichi, and he's like, the Gnosia.
I mean, it's not, they're not yard gnomes.
Yeah, I know, they're gnomes.
No one was driving around in the Gnome-mobile.
What?
There's a movie called The Gnome-mobile.
Okay, well, I hope you know that we've never watched that.
No, we haven't. It's a weird old Disney movie.
It's Disney? Oh, dear.
But it's live action.
Oh. Anyways, yeah. And then I read some more of this series called Blessed. It's about a high schooler who wants to be a makeup artist.
And you said it's okay?
It's gotten a bit bland. I mean, it was good in like the first 2.5 volumes, but no, 1.5 volumes. And now it's just kind of getting, like, I feel like it's going to build up to something, but it's just getting a little boring for me.
Yeah, I haven't read anything. I have watched something that I was watching, and I finished up one episode at work the other day, and I went to start the next one, and it's all like, hey, this is in Japanese. You still want to watch it? I'm like, I can't, because I can't read the screen. I have to be able to listen. But that is Hell's Paradise.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you know what we got me and my little brother onto?
What's that?
Death Note!
Yeah.
It's so great. I read like the first 2 volumes and then I was like, ugh, it's too much talking. I can't do this, so I started watching it.
I thought you read a lot more than just 2.
No, you only got me up to volume 3 and I didn't even read I read like half of volume 3 maybe.
But weren't they like collections though? They weren't just the one.
No, the first one you got me was the first and second. And then you like got on
Well, we
third.
got all those other ones that you just ended up not reading and we took them back, remember?
Yeah, and you got volume 3 for me.
Hmm.
On the Kindle.
The Kindle.
The Kindle.
Are you sure I didn't get it on a Barbie?
Oh my god. Your jokes make me so upset.
Well, I'm just saying you're the
Sure it
one.
wasn't Stacy?
Or Midge.
Or Teresa?
Or G.I. Joe.
No.
He was about the same size.
G.I. Joes are way tinier.
No, original G.I. Joes were Barbie size.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. I've only seen your teeny tiny baby-sized ones.
It's been so long, it's like I feel rusty doing it.
Yeah.
But no, we got pretty far in Gnosia, which did pick up quite a bit. We got to see Yuri as a girl.
Found out Rockio was a boy.
Yeah.
Well, okay, they're non-binary, but like biologically.
Most of the characters in there are.
No, really, it's just only 2 go by they them.
Yeah, but they always refer to everyone in there as they.
Yeah, but in the game, when it shows their pronouns. If you click character data. Except, no, Comet, it doesn't show her age. It shows all their ages, except for Comet's. Otome is 7, and Shikamichi's 88. I was like, okay, dude, yeah. I thought he was old, but, like, not that old.
But what is 7 in dolphin years?
Okay, yeah. But still, she's 7.
Yeah, like it got crazy there, and then it went back to Japanese, so we gotta. Maybe some of those are back to English.
Because we were watching it with Atticus, and he doesn't know. He doesn't know Japanese, and he can't read enough subtitles.
Yeah, when Mama was in there, I don't think she was too excited about Comet's outfit.
I don't know how she might have felt about the way Xiaoming was talking either. He's a bit interesting.
Yeah, and we also watched, well, since I think the last episode we did, I think we watched 2 things of JJK, and now they're just not out anymore. Like, I don't know when the next ones are coming out. Actually, I guess I could look that up, but
Just open Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I'm going to, but it doesn't show when they're next going to be playing. But
I really like the new girl they came up with. How do you pronounce it? It's not Ki. It's Kira. I don't even know how to spell it. Oh dear. But the girl with like the teal streak in her hair and the star eyes. Do you know who I'm talking about, or are you just?
Sorry, I was watching this.
Okay.
We watched.
Let me see.
Did we see the Tokyo Colony #1 Part 2?
What? I think the last one we watched was Cog.
Oh, well then we might have 2 more that just showed up because we tried to watch it last week and there wasn't any on there.
Yeah, I like that girl. The new girl. I like her design. She's really cool.
Oh, Kirara?
Yeah, Kirara.
She's the one who can mess with space-time, right? Like,
it's not space-time, it's like it's cursed energy, yeah, but it has to do with the stars, doesn't it? Because like,
well, she has. I mean, how it works is the stars, but like she can like make it to where like you keep moving in one direction, but you never reach a certain like.
It's like how Megami could not physically touch.
Yeah.
What's their name? It was like, I don't know, magnetic field or something. It was weird. It was really confusing.
Well, yeah, there was magnetism in one because, no matter what he did, like they were all aiming at that one or...
Because Panda was drawn to the car, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Or the car was drawn to Panda. I couldn't tell.
Yeah. I guess we have something to watch now.
Yeah.
No, Hell's Paradise. It's interesting. The whole premise is there's an elixir of life and it's on this island, the Shogunate, want to go get it. So what they do, they find all these criminals and promise them a pardon if they bring them this elixir from this island. And they go to the island and it turns out that there's these, beings that they're not completely invincible, but they're almost invincible. And this elixir that they talk about is actually, they use humans to create it, but also with humans, it doesn't actually do anything to them. Like, it's not actually an elixir of life for humans. It's only for these beings. So they find that out, but the main character has is looking for the pardon so he can get back to his wife. But there's this whole thing going on where maybe she doesn't exist, but these beings are called Tensen. But like each criminal has like a handler, someone that was supposed to keep them in line. But some of them have joined forces. Some of them, it's kind of crazy how everything goes. But it's, I mean, there's some gratuitous violence in there, you know, with like this one scene where they have these weird like mosquito things with these weird faces on them, and one of them bit one of the guys, and like he didn't want the poison to get to him, and like he just cut his hand off, just like whoop, and then throughout the rest of it he's got like this hook thing that he's fashioned on his hand, but he's strong enough, like he literally grabbed one of the other people's blades with his bare hand and was just all like,
lots of characters in anime do that, Dad. I'm pretty sure you've watched Demon Slayer, no? Akaza grabs blades all the time in them.
but
It always looks like it hurts when they do it, because like it starts bleeding, you know?
oh, and
G-Quogs, we watched some G-Quogs.
oh yeah, we did one. You watched some G.
I like the animation on that. I like the way Char looks a lot more in that than the old one. In the old one, he looks a bit silly.
Oh, and I was looking up some stuff because, you know, yeah, there's some confusing things in there, right?
And what, in G-Quogs?
Yeah. And one of the things I was looking at is I was just trying to read some, right? Because they were talking about some of the G-Quogs and the G-Fred were created from O parts, which is like outer world parts.
Yeah.
And they believe that those were actually parts from the original Gundam from the first one. But
the white Gundam?
Yeah.
I thought that became the red Gundam when Char took it.
Well, that's the thing. All the Rose of Sharon,
yeah,
is a girl that apparently.
Is that the girl with the red hair, or is that the girl inside the thing that what's his name likes?
Yeah, okay. The thing inside. The girl inside the thing. And
what's the boy's name? The boy looks like a freaking ghost. Shuji-chan.
The premise of it that you kind of learn after you stopped watching it, though, is the girl that was in the Rose of Sharon or Sharon was in love with Char, and he gets killed in their universe.
What in the love triangle is going on? And with her
psychic abilities, she was the one that was creating those anomalies.
The glitter.
But every time it did, it created another universe. So it's all these alternate universes where she's trying to find the Char that survived. But the other thing that it's kind of like rumored because it hasn't come out and said, Shuji is a
ghost.
Alternate Amuro.
But he looks nothing like Amuro.
No, but...
He's got long, black, luscious hair.
But that's the thing in all these different timelines. Not all of them look the same. And
but isn't the girl, isn't she kind of based on Amuro? What with the red hair?
Well, Amate?
Yeah, Amate. Amuro.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Shuji isn't from her universe, so she is practically the Amuro of her dimension.
What in the Spider-Man multiverse is going on?
And Shuji came into this one as an alternate from another one, and that's why he's there to destroy the girl, because he feels that if he can stop her, he can stop all the splintering of all the different universes. Yeah, but the thing is, don't know if they're going to make another season, but all this stuff is kind of implied and speculation. Like it's not, no one has come out and just said that, but it's all like that is pretty much what people are thinking.
Yeah.
But no, I was looking, let me see anime news here, because there was, no, it wasn't him. Satoshi Mori.
Who?
Hold on. Satoshi Mori, who did One Punch Man and Space Dandy and Made in Abyss and The Rising of the Shield Hero. He's done a lot of stuff. but
Mhm.
apparently he died
Oh,
at 41. He died
dang.
pretty young. I mean, he was just 1 year older than me. Gifto Animation founder. That's what he did. But yeah, he
Did you know that the creator of Hunter x Hunter was married to the creator of Sailor Moon?
yeah, well, because you
Oh.
told me.
Well, I don't know if everyone listening knew. But yeah, I think I probably have told you.
But yeah, no, Joe was a big fan of Space Dandy. Like Avatar on Slack is actually Space Dandy.
Oh.
But yeah, I was about to say it. I thought there was some other anime news that came out recently, but
We should do the character draft.
you want to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, well,
We can go ahead and knock it out. We can do a little bit shorter episode since we're getting back into the swing.
okay.
All right. Well, we will. Okay, we're going to take a short break, and when we get back, we'll do a character draft and wrap this bad boy up.
Hey fellow anime fans, it's Dexy. If you're loving Weeb and a Half and want to help support the show, you should totally check out our Patreon. Not only will you be helping us keep the podcast going, but you'll also get some awesome perks like bonus episodes, access to the Discord, and even a shout out in an episode. Basically, you'll get more anime talk, more laughs, and maybe even more of Dad's terrible takes. Trust me, it's worth it. So if you want to join our little anime family and get some exclusive goodies, head over to patreon.com/weebandahalf and check it out. Thanks for the support, and as always, stay weeby.
And we are back, and we're going to do a character draft. And this one is going to be, since we've been kind of heavy in the Gnosia lately, or Gnosia.
Gnosia.
Yeah. We're going to do kind of the same thing, to where if it was, I guess you could call them like a social deception game, where it's like, you know, Among Us or Gnosia or Werewolf, whatever you want to, you know, any of those type of games.
An imposter game.
Yep. But we're going to draft characters that we feel would be good for it, or that would work out really well.
Okay.
And Dexy wanted to go first,
Okay,
because
let
I
me-
know who she's going to pick first.
L.
Why?
Okay, they're both pretty childish, L and Yagami, but you know, I feel like Light, he's too quick to react. And do you get what I'm saying? Like, they're both pretty childish, but Light is just so quick to react. That's why in the beginning of Death Note, L figured out he was in the whatchamacallit district, and he figured out like where he was and all sorts of stuff, like because the times that the people were dying were after school time, so he figured out it was a high schooler. Light is very quick to react, very fast. So I feel like L is a bit more.
So you think, as far as like the detective area goes, that
Well, you know, it's his job. You go. Your turn.
my go?
Mm-hmm.
I was actually going to go in the angle of a demon slayer, because who's practically the human lie detector? Conjuro.
He can just smell, okay? He's not a lie detector.
You don't think he can smell in Gnosia?
Well, do they have a smell? Demons have a smell. Okay, they have a smell. He can smell blood. Do Gnosia have a smell? I don't know.
I'm guessing. I mean, possibly. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I guess if we had thought about it, we could get the different like angles, because if like the detecting one, and then, but like, what about if it was?
He's too much for sunshine. He'd be like, but I want everyone to live happily ever after. I don't want to kill him.
Yeah, well, but he still kills some demons, so.
Yeah, but, you know.
And what are Gnosia than space demons?
Fair. Okay.
What about the liar? Who, if you had a
Who
guess,
would be the Gnosia?
or be
Light
good at-
Yagami? I don't know. I mean, Muson's pretty good at blending in. You know, he got a whole family.
Yeah.
Sasuke. Traitor. A biggie. Aaron. I don't know. I feel like Light would be a good Gnosia.
I'm going to say Fushi from To Your Eternity, because he literally already can transform into anything.
Okay, fair. But is he good at lying? Is he good at...
I don't know about that. I mean, but he's died and come back and taken on several forms. So it's very possible. When you mentioned Aaron, though, I was thinking, Levi, because his crazy instincts, I think, not for to be a Gnosia, but for being able to survive.
I feel like Hanji would make it like a day. I feel like Annie wouldn't be half bad at it. She's pretty smart. I feel like Hanji would be like guardian angel, or doctor, or engineer. She would definitely have a role. She wouldn't just be crew or Gnosia.
But
Yeah, Aaron would be the Gnosia. Armin might be doctor, or I don't know.
what do you think Lloyd would be good at?
Lloyd, well, he's a spy, but he's got really good detective skills. Anya can read minds. She would win. Boom. And Psyche K can read minds. Psyche K, Anya, but I feel like Lloyd would probably be doctor. Yeah. I feel like should probably be a guardian angel or Gnosia. That's what you know because she's an assassin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just trying to think of some of the older characters and
Sailor
stuff.
Moon. Sailor Moon would definitely be like guardian angel or doctor. No, she'd be guardian angel. Mercury would be doctor. She would be like, I don't know. She would be doctor. Mercury goes to medical.
To medical school.
Her mom's like a doctor, and I'm pretty sure she takes medical school, so she'd be doctor. Even though they don't actually heal people, their whole task is to see who's been like people that have been put into gold sleep, or if you play Among Us, kicked off the ship if they were Gnosia or not. Like so, they would know if that was one of them, if there's multiple on the ship. So they don't actually heal anybody, but yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I guess some of those roles, since they're just given randomly too, so.
Well, and once you get to a certain loop in the game, you can start picking who is who, until there's this thing called the bug, and it's like just like a glitch in the universe. It was never meant to be there. Somehow I became the bug in one of the things because it glitched and I became it. But their whole purpose is to destroy the universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not on the Gnosia side. They're not an AC follower. They just want to destroy the universe. They don't care if humans live or lose to the Gnosia. But it didn't tell me I was that, and I didn't know I was, and I was so confused. Every now and so, like the camera would just like my screen would just like start glitching,
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't like tell me I was bug. It would I just was, and I later found out that that's what it was.
You know else who's good at lying?
Who?
Isabella from The Promised Neverland.
Yeah, but you know who would make a really good crew member? Like Emma, Ray, Norman. Emma would be guardian angel. Definitely,
no,
she'd be a guardian
angel.
angel.
Like Norman literally grew up in a social deception game.
Well, all of them did, but
yeah.
And then I feel like Ray, he would be pretending to be like an AC follower because, because AC followers follow the Gnosia, so I feel like he'd pretend to be one, but he'd actually be engineer or something.
What about Toga? What's your outlook on Toga?
Toga? She gives us major SQ vibes. I feel like she'd be like just a really weird crewmate or just an okay-ish Gnosia. But she wouldn't be a bad Gnosia. Because, she's able to like transform. What's the word?
I was gonna say, transform.
Yeah, there's a word I thought for it. Where she's just able to like turn into the other people.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things. I feel like the ones that can shapeshift would probably be good.
Shapeshift, that's the word.
Yeah, I'm just thinking because how many are usually on the crew? Like when you did it?
Max 15.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, because there's Yuriko, Shikimichi, Shippy, Comet, Jonas, Gina, Kurkushka, SQ, Setsu, Yuri, Otome. Hold on. Who did I not name? Otome. Oh my god. Rakio. I was missing Rakio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your next cosplay?
Yeah, I should cosplay him. It's a intricate costume, but those heels are so ugly.
Mhm.
God. No. Or Setsu. Not Setsu. Stella. That's 13. I'm missing 2.
What about what's his name? The captain.
Jonas. I said
Yeah.
Jonas. He was number 5. Said Shigemichi. Said Shippy.
Yuri.
Yuri. Remnon.
Oh, yeah.
Remnon.
If there was ever a forgettable character.
Oh my gosh, shut up. He's like my favorite.
Like, people forget he's over there in the corner.
Xiaoming! I forgot about it. Yeah, there we go. There's all 15. Don't bully Remnon, okay? He's had a hard life. Xiaoming, though, you can bully him. That's acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, and
I want to learn more about Remnon. I don't fully understand it, and we need to know more of the lore, okay?
I mean, and there's some that are lying, but are there any good ones that you could think of that would be like the ones that would like, they kind of use like fear or intimidation?
Ooh.
Because I was thinking of like Esdeath from Akame ga Kill, because she's wild. She's one of those that could probably control the room through fear alone, but
Yeah,
I mean, because there's lots of scary characters, but it's like,
yeah, I mean, I feel like some characters, it's not as much intimidation as they are just loud, you know?
mhm.
Like, I would say Bakugo, but he's not scary per se. He's just loud and mean. Doesn't make him scary. Oh, you know what? From the fragrant flower blooms with dignity. This is gonna sound stupid, but Rintaro Samugi just looks so. Other people just ignore him because he looks scary because he's got like an angry resting face and he looks like a delinquent and his hair's dyed. He's got pierced ears. And he just looks a bit, like if I saw him out on the streets, I'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna walk the other way.
Yeah, I can think of several characters, but
Nendo from Psyche K.
but
So
what are
ugly.
several characters from Berserk, but
Oh, what's Berserk?
yeah, well, but Berserk's a little out of the age range for the podcast.
So as you talk about Dandadan.
No, it's got nothing on Berserk. Berserk's got it ticks all the boxes for nope.
Okay.
Kind of like Demon Goblin Slayer.
Demon Goblin. Like Demon Slayer. I've watched Demon Slayer. Like
Yeah.
Goblin Slayer.
Which,
Yeah.
we're a ways from talking about those.
Mm-hmm. But like,
or maybe I should get someone like.
Who do you think would be a good guardian angel?
Sailor Moon.
She's already been to space a couple times. I feel like Mercury would though. I don't know. Stella gives off from Gnosia. Stella is like, you would think she'd be the guardian angel, because she's got the wings on her headband too. She just looks like an angel.
Card Captor Sakura. I'm just kidding.
She'd be the first one off the ship. They'd be like, okay, bye, you're out. Be like, no, I'm sorry. She's only like 10. She's in like 4th grade. She's little. Madoka Magica could be, yeah.
It's like when you think of guardian angel, it's like your brain immediately goes to magical girls.
Yes. Okay, their whole purpose is to be like, I'm going to protect and save the world from bad guys. Except, if you watch Madoka Magica. Madoka Magica is just like, guys, don't die, please. Please don't die.
It's like you're going to become a magical girl and lose everyone you love.
You'll become a magical girl and you get one wish, but you'll lose everybody you love and all your friends will die. Isn't that like a great deal?
Mm-hmm.
You only get one wish. Like, geez, at least give me 3, Genie. I can't think of many characters that would be actually good guardian angels. Sakura from, I don't know.
Gojo.
No. Yuji cares a lot about people. And wants to use his powers to protect people, so maybe.
Nezuko.
She meant Suri. Or Shinobu. He just poisons the medicine. She could be a good guardian. You know, they don't actually save people. Their whole purpose is just every night there's like a thing called it's like warp, I guess they call it, where there's kind of like
Warp sleep.
yeah,
Yeah.
hypersleep.
Yeah, hypersleep.
Yeah, and it's just like they warp through space, I guess. But every time they do that, the Gnosia get up and they kill one person. But if the guardian angel, they pick somebody to protect. But like, let's say, yeah, like someone tried to protect somebody, but the Gnosia chose to kill somebody else that wasn't the person being protected. The guardian angel doesn't know who they're gonna kill. Okay, guardian angel does not know that. So when they pick the person, they're just being all like, well, this person seems like they're kind of in danger. Especially,
Or I know this person's a human, so
yeah, I'll protect them so that way the Gnosia doesn't kill them. But it doesn't matter if like they were to if Setsu were to protect Yuri, but in Rocky were the Gnosia and she killed Gina, it wouldn't matter because Gina died because she wasn't protected because you can only protect one person. It's really complicated.
yeah.
I hate being doctor because I'm like, I'll have to decide between your life and your life. Who's gonna die?
There's a ton. I mean, it is actually kind of interesting looking at characters we know through the lens of if they were on the show because, well, we already know the characters on the show.
Yeah.
And it's like we're going to throw in a random here and see how that works out.
Eren Yeager would totally be the Gnosia though.
But
Or Yelena, what's her name? That blonde girl, the tall blonde girl. She was a Jaegerist, I think.
oh yeah, I can't.
She's the one that made that really weird face when she was standing behind Armin. You probably don't recognize her from that because I guess you don't
No.
really read it, but
Yeah, I didn't read it, and I mean, Armin was probably got scared and tooted.
yeah,
Someone scared the poop out of him.
Dad, that's so mean.
It wasn't me, you guys.
Oh my god.
It was the dog.
Oh, bro, it was John. I swear, dude, it wasn't me. It was you.
So, I mean, I guess next episode we'll come back after watching the new JJK, so we'll have a little bit to talk about. And
Oh,
we'll
you know what
try
we
to
should
watch-
talk about? We should talk about the anime cons that we found that you should totally let me go to.
yeah, we can definitely. I mean, normally we don't talk about plans for the next episode, but what if we do? Like, we can talk about some cons. We can. I can come up with several different kinds of games. So
You guys should like donate money so my dad will buy us tickets to go to WeebCon and pay for all the gas money to drive all the way up there. And
we say all the way up there. It's just
It's
from
3
Austin
hours,
to
though.
Dallas, but yeah.
And the thing is, we have to stay somewhere, and because I can't drive up 3 hours in an anime costume. Oh, no. And so,
So we're probably, if we do, we're probably going to be couch surfing.
yeah. I don't want to sleep on the couch. I don't want to sleep on a couch. I've never.
Well, I think like if we stay where we're planning, she's the daughter isn't living there anymore, so I'm sure they have an extra bed. It was just crowded.
You can sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, no, at this point, it's like if any Patreon stuff, it would pretty much go for supporting Dexy's cosplay creation and her con attendance.
Yeah, guys, and then you see, the thing is, if you support me and I get to go and I win the cosplay contests and I get money, that will go towards, I don't know, a pink microphone or something. And then it'll sound prettier or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you'll be able to hear the pinkness.
Yeah, sound like Barbie or Glinda.
Galinda. Yeah.
I wish we had a theater thing at school. We're doing elective next year, so I really hope there's a elective for theater because I want that to be my elective. But we don't have a theater room because we're in portables. But we're gonna have more classrooms next year, meaning there might be more different kinds of classes.
Nice.
Yes. Because we'll also have 8th grade.
You know what I realized too?
What?
The fact that we're kind of watching Gnosia and
Death Note.
the culling game.
Oh.
Because the culling game is kind of like an
Yeah.
elaborate Gnosia thing. I mean, because they're all trying to. mean, there's deception going on, and
I really don't understand what's going on. Can someone explain to me why?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm like, dude, explain it to me, please.
But even when I was trying to shed some light on it, apparently even in the manga, it's a confusing story arc. So
hey, Gege, you want to explain that to me? Well, you know what? If you let me go to WeebCon and I can meet the Gojo voice actor, I'll be like, can you explain the coin game, please? Please. If not, I'll just ask Sakuna. It's okay. Or Yuji. They're both here.
And
yeah, Gojo's gonna be there, guys. Y'all should go. You won't recognize me because you've never seen what I look like. But you should go, and then
also you start. I mean, supporting. If we could invest in some cameras too, and start doing video podcasting.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna be pretty. We're in your closet.
We can. I'm sure we can set something up.
We could get all the little things and set something up in the garage, maybe. Well,
I mean, even though I know that people during the pandemic, when people were doing video podcasts, it was seriously them in their closet, like with blankets hooked up. So I'm sure we can think of something. I mean, even some of the podcasts I listen to that have switched over to video, it's literally one guy talking and he's just looking into the camera talking. So
yeah, but the thing is that usually we do them after I take my shower, and after I take my shower, my hair's slicked back and I look like Draco Malfoy. That's not a pretty thing to see. My forehead is big and shiny. And
it's not shiny.
Okay, there's a tan line on my forehead from where my hair covers my head.
Yeah, but your hair's down at the moment.
Yeah, because I just brushed it, but usually I don't. Gosh.
But yeah, so
I'm wearing usually just oversized t-shirts and my Attack on Titan blanket.
Well, I mean, if y'all have any hot takes or y'all have any ideas for episodes, feel free to reach out to us at our email at
weebandhalfpodcast@gmail.com.
Yep, and then we have the Patreon, which is patreon.com/weebandhalf, and we're also on Blue Sky. And actually, Mom was talking about doing some work on the podcast, on the website.
Yeah, we need to buy her tickets so that way she can come to more cons with us. That way she can get better pictures of me in my costume.
Yeah.
Rather than me just sitting in a restaurant literally dying because it's my straps for my Attack on Titan costume are sliding while I'm staying in that restaurant for half an hour waiting for food.
Yep, and
hashtag San Japan, get better eating places.
Yeah, it turns out that we were Gnosia all along.
Oh, no, I wasn't. You were?
Right, you gonna take us out?
Okay, yeah. Okay. And that's a wrap on today's episode of Weeb and a Half. Thank you for hanging out with us. And remember, whether you're hardcore weeb or just here for the fun, we're all family. Catch you next time.
I'm Blake.
And I'm Dexy. Stay weeby.